Hello, Elena Korsakova here. It's the tax day in the US today, July 15. It's just like April 15, but in July. So many changes in our lives. Because of the coronavirus pandemic, the Treasury Department postponed the traditional April 15 federal tax filing deadline until July 15, which is today. And at this time, there is no extra lag. Last month, the IRS announced that there would be not another blanket filing delay. So if you haven't filed your return yet, or if you filed but haven't yet paid the taxes you owe for 2019, the deadline is today, July 15th, Wednesday. Here are my last minute tax filing tips for you. First, if you haven't made contribution to your retirement plans, you can do it today still. You can make contributions to your traditional and Roth IRA for 2019. The contribution limit is $6,000. And if you are 50 years old and up, you can contribute $7,000. And this limit is the same as for 2020. And married couples, of course, can contribute more. Next, if you are not ready to file today, file an extension. You still have to pay the taxes you owe by the end of today, but you can submit an extension and you'll have a new deadline until October 15th. This way you will avoid some penalties and interest, and this can be done easily online. You can obtain an extension for any reasons. The IRS grants them automatically as long as you complete the proper form on time. You can find an appropriate form to fill out an extension on the IRS website, and I will post the link in the description of this video, so you can find it. It's important to remember that if you request an extension to file your tax return, that does not give you more time to pay any taxes. July 15th is still the deadline for most to pay taxes owed to the government and avoid penalties and interest. And finally, you need to file and make the first and second quarters 2020 estimated tax payments. And I'm talking right now to all small business owners, right? If you're a business owner or self-employed and have first 2 quarters income that requires you to pay quarterly estimated taxes, you need to get Form 1040 ES and file it by the end of today and paid by the end of today, July 15th, to avoid penalties and interest. Who must pay estimated taxes? If you are sole proprietor, partner, S corporation shareholder, and generally you have to make estimated tax payment if you expect to owe tax of $1,000 or more when you file your return. And corporations generally have to make estimated tax payments if they expect to owe tax of $500 or more when they filed their tax return. You may have to pay estimated tax for the current year if you owe tax, if your tax was more than 0 in the prior year. So there is a worksheet in the Form 1040 ES, Estimated Tax for Individuals, or Form 1120 W, Estimated Tax for Corporations. For more details, you can find the who must pay estimated taxes. And if you cannot figure it out yourself, please contact your accountant. But it's very, very easy, guys, and I'm sure that many of you can do that. And you can pay estimated taxes using Direct Pay, the electronic federal tax payment system, or by credit card or debit card. This way you won't have to file a separate extension form, and you will receive a confirmation number for your records. There are several benefits of filing an extension, and many customers, many of my clients ask me, should I file an extension? What are the benefits? What I say, filing a tax extension is free and easy. If you, for any reasons, you feel that you are not ready to file today, maybe you're still missing some information, then just submit the proper form electronically or on paper by the July 15th, which is today filing deadline. But I know many of you applied and received the PPP loan. Most of you had to have already your tax return for 2019 is done, and if not, then and if you're not ready, you can file an extension, and don't stress. You will avoid failure to file penalties, which can add to up to 25% of the tax due. If you file an extension but miss the extended deadline, you will be subject to this penalty. So it's very, very important that you still you file an extension. You file an extension by today, by the end of today, and pay an estimated taxes. And finally, not only you will gain 6 months to file, you'll relieve the stress that often accompanies trying to pull everything together by tax time. Sometimes my customers ask me, is this true that if I file an extension, I will never get audited? Well, it's not true. There is no guarantee. By filing an extension, there is no guarantee that you never will get audited. And the IRS does not disclose their process for selecting returns for audit. But still, many tax professionals I worked with in the past have a theory that filing an extension might decrease your odds of being audited, since IRS auditors must meet quotas and try to do so early in the year. So there is no guarantee on one hand. On another one, there is a possibility. I wish you a happy filing today. Be safe, and I'll see you next time.